Hi everyone.
Hi.
So today we're going to be doing the first part of our Q&A. We got a lot of great questions and some of them call for a separate video. So we'll be making separate videos on those questions, but the rest we're going to answer in this part one, and then we'll have a part two coming at some point too.
Yes. All right. So, great questions. I really enjoyed reading them. And you have us thinking. So, the first question is, do I or my husband have any tattoos or piercings?
No.
Well, technically my ears are pierced.
Well, yeah.
And you had pierced my...
It was her helix.
My helix.
Yeah.
But I took that out not that long ago. She was going to school for piercing, and I
needed a dummy.
She needed a dummy. That was me. So no, he does not have any tattoos or piercings. Neither do I. I'm not particularly into them, especially tattoos. Yeah. For myself, I'm not saying I don't like them, but I don't know. I had those temporary tattoos on one day when I kept on thinking there was like a bug on me.
Yeah, she's not into anything permanent, and like the piercings, she just like doesn't like to deal with them, you know.
I don't like to deal with them.
Yeah.
And that's why I took that out. So that answers question number one. So this is for both of us. What is our favorite vegan dessert?
I like Oreos and my mom's cupcakes and brownies.
My cupcakes.
The brownie recipe that we have on here, I love them with coconut-less vanilla ice cream. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, you really like that a lot. My favorite vegan dessert would have to be my cupcakes. Yeah. So I make really good cupcakes. I've not put those recipes up. But one of my little snacks, which is kind of a dessert, I guess, is a peanut butter cup. Jason makes them. They're organic. Vegan chocolate, though, which is the dark chocolate. They have milk chocolate, which is not vegan. So those I have very, very often. I went to Whole Foods the other day and I bought the whole box. Yep. So that's my little cheat. Okay, so they want to know what I think about you modeling. So, what do I think about Morgan modeling? I think it's wonderful. I don't know if you're asking because sometimes some of her outfits are a little revealing or that type of thing.
Or I'm in lingerie.
Or lingerie. But when she does go on modeling shoots, she always goes escort.
Which is almost always her. She's almost always there. So.
I'm almost always there. So we like to keep it safe because...
You're not answering the question. What do you think of my modeling?
Well, I'm answering it in the way I see fit, which is I just want to elaborate that we do play it safe. So, what do I think? I think it's another great source for you to earn some money and something you enjoy, and I think you enjoy it. So I think it's great. I hope that answers the question. Okay, so. Morgan, this question is for you.
Yes.
What would you do for a career other than hairstylist or a model?
Probably just like something with animals. Maybe not a vet, but like I really don't know what else is available. But I would probably be doing something with animals or piercing or something with fashion or interior design. I don't know. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of things that I really like doing, but most likely would probably be something in the fashion industry because that's where more money is opposed to like piercing. So probably that.
Sounds good. Things that I enjoy too.
Yeah.
I love that.
I took fashion for 3 years in high school, so.
Yeah. That was fun. Okay, so the next question is, do we buy only from stores that don't sell leather or fur, or do we buy the specific item? So
I buy the item. Like, I'll buy from places that sell leather because you really can't avoid it. Like, what are you gonna do? Go through every single item in the store, make sure nothing's leather, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can't really avoid it.
Yeah, and I do agree. I do buy...
I try not to buy from places that sell fur, though.
Ugh, yeah. We do a lot of online shopping.
Right.
And I will say that I do also go by the item. Completely turned off by fur, and I don't buy any new leather And when I say that, I mean that I have some old shoes and so forth that I still have. I have gotten rid of any type of leather jacket. I unfortunately, as a gift, had gotten a fur jacket, and I got rid of that. So I do support a company called Vote Couture, and they are based in New York, and they have coats. So when they go on sale, I love to buy from them because I don't like to support companies that have down-filled jackets.
Yeah.
So I buy the item.
Yeah, we buy by the item. Like, I still buy from Forever 21, even though they have some, like, leather stuff. And, you know what I mean? Because there's really just no avoiding it. I mean, as long as you're not, you know, giving in. To me, it's no different than buying vegan food from a supermarket that sells meat, you know? It's just something you can't avoid. So.
It is pretty difficult to avoid. So there aren't that many vegan companies out there. We are a difficult size also. So it's not that easy. But we check every label. When we go into a store, we check it. And even if it says fake fur, we are checking it out.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can tell the difference between fake fur and real fur. Some of it's tough.
Yeah.
And if it's anything in doubt, of course we wouldn't buy it.
You just don't get it, yeah.
Right. So, this is a question for us as well. Is it difficult finding time caring for all of our animals?
Well, our time pretty much is taken by caring all of our animals.
It is.
Like, she spends her days basically taking care, so it's not like she even finds time. It's just like a part of her life. And same thing with me. Like, you don't find time. It just becomes your life. It's like, I wake up, he's the first thing I take care of. He's the first person. Well, he's a person to me. He's the first person I walk, the first person I feed, and then, you know, my hamster. To me, it's really not hard to find time because it's just a part of your life. It would be like, is it hard to find time to talk to your mom? You know what I mean? Like,
or if you had a lot of kids.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it takes up your time, but it's your life, so.
So it is your life. You know, I mean, sometimes it gets tough to spend a lot of time. But as Morgan said, the first thing I do is start caring. As soon as I wake up, I'm starting, I care for the animals.
We both do, yeah. She takes care of the cats the second she wakes up, and I take care of him the second I wake up.
The cats, the fish, that's what I do. I make sure that every single day I spend time, just one-on-one time, with every single animal that we have.
Yeah.
I think it's really important. Also, this guy gets out a lot.
Yeah, that's one thing we do make time for, is taking him to the park and taking him to like little events and even I take him on when I'm just running to the bank and stuff sometimes, just so he gets out. Just so
he gets out, and we have a doggy park nearby, and we also have a great place called Yappy Hour.
Yeah.
And that place is down at the beach, and they have a little tiki bar, and all the little dogs come. We can have a drink, we relax, we can eat veggie burgers, and all the dogs play together. So the answer is it sometimes can be a little difficult spending that one-on-one time, but we make it every day. That's our life. Questions for us. When we go to someone's house who isn't cruelty-free, do we use their products, like their soap, their hand lotion, etc.?
I mean, I don't use any products at anyone else's house other than their soap if I have to wash my hands. So, yeah, I'll use their soap, because what am I going to do? Like, not use soap?
Well, do you carry your own is what they're asking.
Yeah, no, I don't carry my own soap. If I was going to sleep at someone's house, I bring my own shampoo and my own lotion, my own everything. But if you're just, like, visiting someone's house, like, yeah, I have to use their toilet paper and I have to use their soap. But that's, you know, that's about it.
Right, and I would say the same thing. Sometimes we have antibacterial lotion that we carry, but you know, I don't carry that type of thing.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Bring literally a shower caddy like everywhere you go?
Yeah,
like,
it's
just
tough.
ridiculous.
And you know, I help people clean dishes after a dinner party. Most of the time, it's, you know, products that I wouldn't buy, but you have to go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're your friends, and not everybody's cruelty-free. So that's the answer to that. I guess this question is directed to me. Do I keep non-vegan products in the house? And do I cook non-vegan meals for my husband? So some of you may or may not know that Morgan and I are vegan, and my husband is not vegan. Do I keep a vegan home? Yes, I do.
In the beginning, she didn't, and we were just vegetarian, and she had become vegetarian, and she was still like buying steaks and stuff for my dad, and I yelled at her, and I was like, if you're buying it, you might as well just be eating it, because it's supply and demand.
And I agree.
And then she eventually realized I was right. And
well, it wasn't a matter of just being right. It's kind of difficult because we changed, and
well, I changed and they didn't. So I had my vegan cheese next to their American cheese, and that always bothered me. And there was always me in the house, so yeah, it always bothered me.
Well, you changed first.
I changed way before, yeah. Yes. So you know, that always bothered me. But it's not my decision what they keep in the house. She's the one cooking, so.
Right, but since I'm the cook.
But now that she's vegan and she's the cook, she keeps the vegan house, yeah. And I mean, the only thing is if like my dad, we all go out to eat and there's leftovers, and he'll bring that meat home and put it in the fridge, which like we don't really like.
I didn't think about that. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
And obviously like cat food isn't vegan, but other than that, like.
Right, I didn't think about that either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was initially cooking meat, only because I wanted to please him, and he wasn't very happy or receptive to us changing to vegetarianism. That wasn't even being vegan at that point. But to be honest with you, he started not even liking some of these meals, and I decided that I'm going to cook healthy vegan food because he, more than anybody in this house, needed to eat healthier. So guess what happened? He started feeling better. He got off his cholesterol medication. He got off another medication he was on. So now he is actually, I don't know if he's enjoying it as much as he would a different type of meal, but he does look forward to it. He asks me to make green juice. He asks me to make certain meals. So we're moving forward. We're moving ahead as much as we can. Ooh, here's a question that is very interesting, and this is for us. How do we feel?
They're all for us.
How do we feel when people say they can't live without meat?
People say that to me all the time, and I say, of course you can live without meat. You're meant to live without meat. You just don't want to live without meat.
Yeah.
I say that to their faces, because I mean,
well,
if you couldn't live without meat, then we would all be dead.
Yeah. Well, I think people just say that, you know, they love the taste so much that they can't live without it. And you want to know something? At one point in my life, I may have thought, wow, that would have to be very difficult, living without meat, living without cheese, and so forth. So I can understand the rationale behind that and how they feel. But the bottom line is, Morgan, you're right.
Yeah.
If you want to do something and you think it's morally wrong, or it's for health reasons or the environment, you can do whatever you set your mind to do.
Right. There's a lot of things you can't live without. You can't live without water. You can't live without air. But you can live without meat.
Right. Okay. So, oh boy, here's another question. How do we feel about non-vegans?
Well, I do my best not to judge because I was a non-vegan at one point.
So true.
So, I mean, I don't agree with people who aren't vegan. I don't agree with their lifestyle.
But you don't judge. You don't. I
try. I mean, I try not to. To me, when they're fully aware of the cruelty that's going on and they just don't care, well, I think that's fucked up. But I'm not gonna like not be friends with someone because they're not vegan.
Well, most of our friends
aren't. Yeah, like.
Okay, so how do we feel about them? We're friends with them.
So.
But it would be a little hypocritical, I think, you know, not to socialize with somebody who.
Absolutely.
You know,
we weren't all born
is not vegan because we were.
And it took time. So.
It took time. It took time to educate ourselves. It took time. Like, for me, it was an aha moment. And, I think that's what people need. And when you get that aha moment saying, oh my God, yeah, that makes a hell of a lot of sense, then you lead your life how you feel comfortable with. And I know I feel very comfortable, the most comfortable I have felt in my entire life. How about you?
Yes.
Compassion. Okay, so what's our favorite colors?
Pink.
They're going to be the same colors, I bet.
Well, my favorite colors are pink and red, and then what are yours? Pink and blue.
Kind of pink and teal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both like pink. And what makes us laugh?
Each other.
Yeah. You know.
Farts.
Yeah, we're just silly things
yeah.
make us laugh. Where somebody could tell us a joke, and we both look at each other and go, that wasn't so funny.
But if someone like trips and falls, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Silly things make
Yeah.
us laugh. So we're laughing around
Yeah.
just thinking about it. So we're just silly.
Yeah.
So this is a very interesting question. What do we do if there's infestation in our house? So I'm assuming they mean many different things, but let's just say, for example, a mouse. Well, we have them every year. Every winter, they come in the house.
It's not infestation though, we only get a couple of them.
We only get a couple of them, and would I have an exterminator come? Not to kill them, no. We set a humane trap.
We put like peanut butter in it, and then the mouse goes in and just traps them inside a little enclosed area, and then we drive somewhere and let them out.
That's exactly what we do. If we had, we do have more than one. Sometimes,
a few.
yeah, few. But I mean, if we had a lot of them, I would have to call someone in to do something outside the house to make sure they don't get in, which we really need to do anyway one of these days. As far as bugs are concerned, do I ever kill bugs? The answer would be I try not to, but do I sometimes? Yes.
I don't. I've never killed one.
You've never killed a bug?
Ever?
Ever?
Not intentionally, no.
Really?
Never.
I didn't know that.
Of course you know that.
Well, sometimes you send me with the vacuum cleaner.
But I'm not going to kill it. I say, get this bug out of here, and she comes and kills it.
Well, the thing is, there's certain things you can't get out of a house, and it might sting you. I'll try to open up the window and lead them out, but there are just certain circumstances.
We do everything we can.
Right, where you can't do that. Silverfish, believe it or not, and centipedes, I have a little Tupperware or a piece of paper, and the Tupperware works with centipedes. I have them crawl in, and I put them outside.
I mean, we've never had like an infestation.
No.
If we did, I mean, we would do everything we could before
Right.
spraying, or you know what I
Right.
mean?
I also don't like sprays.
Chemicals, yeah.
Or chemicals that obviously if it's killing a bug is not good for us either. So we try our best. Are we perfect? No.
I'm pretty perfect. Just kidding.
Okay, so what else? Okay, so this will be our last question.
Okay.
What do we think about circuses and zoos? And it's a great, great, great question.
I've answered this on my channel. I mean, I don't agree with them. The only time I ever agree with the zoo is if it's a rehabilitation center where they like rescue the animals and they can't live in the wild anymore. But to me, that's more of like kind of a sanctuary, like a wild animal sanctuary. But yeah, the zoos or circuses were not about it. They're not meant to be for our entertainment.
Not at all. And unfortunately, we didn't think about it. We used to go to zoos. We used to go to, I think I took you to one circus.
One circus. I hated it though.
Yeah. So, again, aha moment, education.
We didn't know how much abuse went into these things.
Yeah, these animals are abused.
We didn't know they were ripped from their
circus.
homes and abused. We didn't know.
Right, and even for a zoo, do we really need to cage an animal that should be out in the wild so we can sit there and say how beautiful it is? It's kind of
Wrong.
selfish and wrong. That's our opinion. Again, we don't push our opinion on anyone else, but you asked, you're getting our honest answer.
Correct.
So that's it.
So yeah, stick around for part 2 whenever that may happen. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for the good questions.
Okay, yeah,
and
thank
we'll
you
talk
so
next time.
much. Bye.
Bye.